Is Donald Trump the modern reincarnation of a Roman emperor? The parallels between President Trump and Julian the Apostate, the emperor who shocked Rome in 363 AD, are nothing short of stunning. Both men challenged established religious orders. Both fought to restore traditional values. Both made Jerusalem central to their legacies. After years researching this historical connection, I've uncovered the ancient blueprint that Trump seems to be following, whether he knows it or not. Welcome, I am Ras Kifing. Today we're diving into one of history's most remarkable rhymes, how a Roman emperor from 1,700 years ago provides the perfect lens for understanding Trump's presidency. Julian the Apostate ruled for just 2 years, yet launched a religious and cultural revolution that nearly changed Western civilization. His battles over religious identity, Jerusalem, and cultural values mirror Trump's presidency in ways that are impossible to ignore and might reveal what's coming next in American politics. Let's start with the most concrete parallel. In 363 AD, Emperor Julian launched an ambitious project to rebuild the Jewish temple in Jerusalem. This wasn't merely architecture, it was a direct challenge to Christianity. Jesus had prophesied that the temple would be destroyed with not one stone left upon another, which happened in 70 AD. Julian, who rejected the Christianity he was raised with, wanted to prove this prophecy false and undermine Christian claims. Fast forward to today, Trump's decision to move the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem recognized it as Israel's capital, a move previous presidents promised but never delivered. While Julian sought to rebuild the temple to challenge Christianity, Trump's support for Israel has energized his evangelical Christian base, who see Jerusalem's status as crucial to biblical prophecy. Both leaders used state power to advance policies centered on Jerusalem. Julian providing imperial funding for temple reconstruction, Trump using diplomatic recognition to support Israel's claims to the Holy City. The difference? Julian aimed to undermine Christianity, while Trump's actions are viewed by his supporters as fulfilling biblical prophecies, rather than opposing them. Julian's story takes an extraordinary turn that resonates with how many view Trump's rise to power. According to multiple historical sources, including non-Christian historians, Julian's temple project was mysteriously thwarted by supernatural events. Workers reported earthquakes, strange fireballs emerging from the foundations, and violent storms scattering construction materials. The project was abandoned after these inexplicable phenomena. Similarly, many of Trump's evangelical supporters see divine purpose in his unexpected political ascent and pro-Israel policies. After his surprising 2016 victory, religious leaders compared him to biblical figures like King Cyrus, a pagan king who nevertheless served God's purposes by helping the Jewish people. For Julian's opponents, the supernatural events confirmed divine opposition to his plans. For Trump supporters, unexpected victories against established political forces are often interpreted as evidence of divine favor, transforming political decisions about Jerusalem from mere foreign policy into matters of cosmic significance. Beyond Jerusalem, Julian's reign represented a broader cultural battle that perfectly mirrors Trump's stance in today's culture wars. Julian attempted to restore paganism and traditional Roman values against Christianity's growing influence. He didn't violently persecute Christians, but used policy to undermine them, banning them from teaching classical literature and promoting traditional Roman religion through state institutions. Trump has similarly positioned himself as a defender of traditional American values against progressive secular trends. Throughout his presidency, he championed religious liberty for conservatives, appointed judges sympathetic to traditional interpretations of faith in public life, and openly challenged what he calls godlessness in American institutions. The symmetry is remarkable. Julian fought to restore paganism against Christianity's rise, while Trump fights to preserve Judeo-Christian traditions against secular progressivism. Both men became lightning rods in cultural conflicts that extended far beyond normal politics. Is Trump truly the return of a Roman emperor? The parallels with Julian the Apostate are undeniable, from Jerusalem policies to supernatural interpretations to cultural battles. Whether you see Trump as restoring tradition or resisting progress depends on your perspective, just as Julian was either villain or hero, depending on who told his story. What other historical figures does Trump remind you of? Share your thoughts below. If you found these connections revealing, subscribe for more videos uncovering the hidden historical patterns shaping today's politics. History doesn't just repeat, it instructs those who pay attention.